Start the workout with a shooting warm-up. Our players will make 15 one-handed form shots from 3 spots about 3 to 5 feet away from the basket. They will shoot from the right baseline, in front of the rim, and then from the left baseline. We start with this one-handed form shooting so that players get used to keeping their elbow in and extending through their follow-through. With this exercise, we will be warming up our bodies but also preparing the form of our shot as we move through the practice. After focusing on our upper body form, we begin to warm up our lower body with this footwork drill. We want our players to be able to shoot off any catch and any foot. So with the alternating inside pivot drill, we are drilling the footwork to catch and shoot from anywhere on the floor. We also keep these shots close because we are still warming up and focusing more on technique. We want our shooters to make at least 100 shots from within 15 feet before we move back to longer distance shots. Now we begin to put the dribble with our jump shot. One reason shooters have a hard time finding their shot off the bounce is because of their last dribble. In a dribble pull-up, the last dribble must be low, forceful, and in control to give you the lift up into your shot. With this drill, we do one power dribble from a static position to work on really pounding the ball while we step into our shot. Each player will now work on attacking the rim and finishing with a pull-up jumper. They will give themselves a pass at the wing and use 3 jab step movements to begin their penetration: the strong side drive, crossover step, and a jab step pull-up. For the strong side drive and crossover movements, the players will get inside the paint with one strong dribble, which will help them explode into their jump shot. Here we are adding some power and explosion to the shot, simulating game movements. The players will change their movements each possession. drill, players will be taking shots from a little further away by alternating one dribble, strong side drive pull-ups. Players will incorporate inside pivots going both left and right, and put that together with a powerful dribble to bring them into their jumper. We always like to have some competition in every practice. Green light shooting is a great way for our players to compete against themselves, time, and their teammates. Each player will have 2 minutes to shoot, with all the other players rebounding and passing the ball. Starting from one baseline, a player will make 5 shots and then move on to the elbow. After making 5 shots from the elbow, he will move to the free throw line, then opposite elbow and opposite baseline, making 5 shots from each spot. Each player will begin between 10 and 15 feet away from the basket in their first 2 minutes. If a player is able to make 25 shots, that's 5 makes from each spot in the 2 minutes, then he's able to move behind the 3-point line for his next 2 minutes. If a player completes all 25 makes before the 2 minutes is finished, allow them to continue shooting. This helps players challenge the time to see how many shots they are capable of making in 2 minutes.